Okay, it's the top of the hour, so we're going to get started. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Global Expansion Team Zoom. Tonight, we've got the amazing Nancy Walker, and we're going to be talking about the brand new RENU Advanced Skincare line that everybody is raving about. I haven't talked to one person yet that has a complaint about the skincare. Everybody's like, what is this stuff? Why is it working so well? Man, I can really notice a difference. So Nancy, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for inviting me, Cindy. You know, I feel like nobody pays that much attention to, I mean, they all want beautiful skin, but if you've ever had skin problems, you know how devastating it can be. And I guess that's why I'm passionate about it. So so many of the skincare products on the market are actually hurtful to your body. You know, they have damaging chemicals, carcinogenic chemicals in them. And I've always looked for something that's more on the natural side. But this RENU Advanced far surpasses anything I've ever learned about. And the more I learn, the more excited I get. There is a lot of research going on in skin aging because the anti-aging arena is so popular, but there's a lot of focus on surgery, you know, working out, and all those, you know, working out and eating well. That's a facet of wellness and anti-aging. But your skin, treating your skin right and repairing damaged skin, reversing aging, not only do you look good, but it's vitally important to your survival. And so your skin is your largest organ. It has a lot of functions that it does, has its own immune system. It communicates with your brain every second of every day. There's a lot that goes on. I always say it's not just to hold your insides, you know, prevent your insides from falling out. There's a real important purpose of your skin, and the main purpose is the barrier. So we're going to talk about that. And when you learn about RENU Advanced, they say it over and over. Have you ever looked at a young person's skin and how it looks kind of thick and healthy and dewy and luminous and all that? That's because they have a good, strong barrier. Do you want me just to go on? Because once you get—
No, I was just going to say, you probably could just keep going and going. Well, let's just clarify for everybody who is not familiar with the line. It starts with a foaming cleanser, goes on to a toner. Then we are encouraging people to use the RENU 28 at that point in the line, right? Because then that's got the signaling molecules portion of it. Then we go on to the serum, and then we finish off with a moisturizer. So it's a system that's developed to work synergistically, right?
Right. And the ingredients, ASEA did not invent these ingredients. These ingredients have been proven for a long time by science to do what they do. And so if we back up a second and say, we've all heard, those of us that are familiar with ASEA redox, we've all heard people talking about redox homeostasis. So you want to balance your redox molecules inside your body, but the same is true. Cells are cells, whether they're inside or outside in your skin. So the purpose of balancing them, just so everybody understands, and another word for it is redox homeostasis. The reason is when you're in redox homeostasis, and it holds true for your skin cells too, then they can work on performing redox reactions that are necessary. Almost everything that goes on in your body, it goes on because of a redox reaction. So if your cells are concerned about damage control, like if you have a damaged cell in your skin that's starting to replicate, and then that is damage control. They're going to, you know, the immune system is going to go after that cell. So there's going to be less energy left to do things like create collagen, promote collagen production, and reverse other signs of aging. So there just won't be enough energy. That's why it's so important to balance your redox and create a balanced redox environment inside and outside. That's what RENU Advanced does. Do you want me to go through the steps?
Yeah, sure. And you know, I know that women are absolutely raving about this, and men might be a little bit more shy to go, you know, gaga over skincare, but men's skin is just as important as women's skin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it is for everybody, men and women, because a lot of men haven't been too concerned about it, and they get in trouble. They can get in trouble with damaged DNA, damaged skin cells, and this RENU Advance will repair that. It will
So,
repair damaged DNA in your skin cells.
so I know that like Bo doesn't use the whole line. He's just using the moisturizer, but maybe he'll use the whole line when he understands the importance of the whole line, that it's not just a girly thing, that there's actual, you know, there's thought and science put into why you use, you know, each step. So yeah, why don't you go through the steps, starting with the foaming cleanser, and just talk a little bit about what it does and why it's important.
Okay, can I say first, the University of Bath in the UK partnered with the scientists at ASEA because there was a whole group of PhD researchers in the UK that were researching why does the skin age, and particularly with hormonal changes and things, and men have those too. Men have hormonal changes, and what they discovered is when they looked at old skin, they discovered that the epidermis, or the outer layer, you know, we have several layers, it gets thin. And that's what I'm talking about. The barrier breaks down. It gets thin, and then it wrinkles easier. It gets dried out in the next layer underneath. It's the ability to hold moisture isn't there, and it's not going to help just to put grease on the outside. So that I'm going to explain why RENU Advanced is so phenomenal and so cutting edge. Then old skin, if you don't do anything like use RENU Advanced, you get what's called senescent skin cells deeper down in the fibroblast layer. And these are old skin cells that just hang around way too long, and they clog up the system. They clog your pores. They make your skin look like muddy, that your skin isn't bright anymore. And we've all seen what old, you know, muddy kind of skin looks like. So also you lose elasticity, because in the next layer down, you have what's called elastin fibrils, and they get shorter as you get older. So that's why you lose elasticity. Your skin starts to sag. Okay, so here's what the scientists came up with. They just put the combination of ingredients together. And I know you said Bo just uses the last step, but he's going to want to start with the first step, because this prepares your skin and builds on the next ingredient to make everything work better. So this is the cleanser. You put a couple of pumps in your palm of your hand and massage it into wet skin. You're going to massage it all over, rinse it off. So that step right there starts the exfoliation. So it's going to actually move dead skin cells off the surface that are not moving because we have a slower rate of cell turnover as we get older. So this has what's called, it's in the alpha hydroxy acid family. It's called PHA. But it's a botanical alpha hydroxy acid, which actually works better than the chemical alpha hydroxy acid. So right away, you're going to be sloughing off skin cells. It fights inflammation. And so it prepares your skin for the next step. The next step is the toner. This has a screw cap, and then it's a clear liquid. There's no fragrance, no parabens, no phthalates, no coloring. So you're going to pour about a teaspoon into the palm of your hand, and then just press it on your face, on your neck, on your chest. And this is a very important step. We didn't have a toner in our other skincare system, but you do not want to miss this. It brings the pH of your skin back into balance. It applies probiotics, good bacteria, all over your skin. And why do we want that? Because when you have a lot of good bacteria, it will destroy any bad bacteria that threatens to enter into your body through the openings, which are your nose and your mouth. So you want good probiotics. And also it's made from Edelweiss. Edelweiss is a mountain plant. It has evolved over eons to withstand harsh weather, harsh environments. It is probably the #1 anti-aging ingredient on the market today. Edelweiss, #1. It can rejuvenate your skin. It can heal damaged skin. It's a powerhouse of antioxidant, more so than vitamin C. That's why it can repair DNA. So for men who haven't, and for all people who haven't been real good about their skincare, they've got some damage going on in their skin, some photo aging. And so you're going to want to use this. This makes everything that you use after the next steps work better. That's why we slip in RENU 28 right away. So you want to let that dry for like 20 to 30 seconds. Then you're going to add redox signaling molecules that will help you get into that redox homeostasis. So you apply this face, neck, chest, you let it dry 20 to 30 seconds. And if you're in a big hurry, you can just take a postcard or something and fan yourself and dry it that way, but don't skip it. Then it's time for the glow serum. So the glow serum has peptides in it, and those are just protein chains. So there's one called Anana, and that helps to attract water into the upper layers of the skin. So like I said, as you get older, and sometimes illness can disrupt your skin as well. You can have smooth, nice skin and get a virus, believe it or not, and your skin, it will disrupt the smoothness of your skin. This is how you're going to get it back. So you put the glow serum on, and not only does it attract water, but it has another peptide called nicotiana-benthamiana, and you don't have to remember those names. I happen to like them, but the purpose of that is that it's a retinol, a safe retinol. You've heard of retinols before. A lot of dermatologists will prescribe them. The chemical retinols are very dangerous. In fact, if you're a woman using a chemical retinol and you get pregnant, you have to stop immediately because it will hurt your unborn child. That's how dangerous it can be. This is a safe retinol that anyone can use. It's what we're going to see in the future. The pendulum is swinging. People don't want harmful chemicals to put on their skin because it goes into your body. So this is more effective than a chemical, and it's much safer. So that's the big deal about that. And then the third step.
And Nancy, just to interject real quick, that's because it's plant-based. Isn't that what you said? It's plant-based versus chemical-based. Yeah.
Botanical. All these are botanicals. There's no chemicals, no colorings, no GMO, no sulfates, no phthalates, nothing bad in this. This can be recommended to anyone. So then we have, and these are all clean and green products. And like I said, one step builds on the other. And that is why we see Anana in here too. Why did they put it in twice? So that you could get a potent dose of it, so that it really works. There's so many products on the market that have ingredients on their label, but they don't put enough in to actually make a difference. And that's what RENU Advanced has, potent doses. And that's why people see such fast changes in their skin and such dramatic changes. So it has Anana, and it also has C-phenyl. This is another plant-based retinol. Why do we have two different plant-based retinols? Because it creates a potent dose, one that really works. Totally safe for everybody. And so that's what will bring back and Bo is using it, so tell him that's good, because not only is it going to hydrate your skin, it's going to make your skin smooth. It's going to unclog your pores. Now, whoever thought a hydrating cream would unclog your pores? I used to be worried about hydrating creams clogging my pores, but this will smooth out your skin, unclog your pores, and this is actually going to boost collagen production in your own body. So we're not just covering up anything. Your skin is going to be more elastic, firmer, because you're going to have collagen production starting again. And that's what I mean about these redox reactions. Collagen production is a redox reaction. So instead of your cells having to go around and do damage control, they're free to do the good stuff. Create more collagen, tighten up the skin, create elasticity in the skin, get rid of wrinkles, fortify the barrier so you don't have thinning of the skin. Anyway, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
It is. It really is. And you can tell
Right.
in
It's
your
phenomenal.
skin how wonderful it works. Now, in the moisturizer, they have a special way of delivering the moisturizer, so there's no bacteria that gets into the stuff, right? Yeah. So you're not just dipping your fingers back and double dipping or triple, getting gross stuff in there over time.
That's a no-no. You would be surprised how much bacteria lives under your nails, in your jewelry, so you don't ever want to put your hand in a jar of skincare products. It will be contaminated from then on, even if you wash your hands really well. So you just press down on the top, and a little bit pea size will be dispensed, and that's what you start smoothing. You always want to smooth from the middle out, and then like this, and then up on your forehead and out, and then make sure you get all the way back here, and then on your neck you're going to want to go up, and then also your chest, because this skin here really shows age. And I can tell you, I mean, my neck's not perfect, but I'm not 30 years old anymore. But it's so much better than it was. I mean, the skin gets thin and saggy on your neck almost before anywhere else on your body. Yeah. So it has really helped. And also, it's not just for your face. If you have, anywhere on your skin, or on your body, if you have skin that's losing its firmness, losing its elasticity, just use RENU Advanced. It's affordable. Yeah, let's talk about that. You read my mind, because people are going, oh my gosh, it's only $145. That's the wholesale price, which people, if you do spend money on good quality skincare, you're usually spending a lot more than that, right? Oh, I mean, at the lower end, $500 a month would be at the lower end. And I don't keep up with it, because I don't follow, I don't follow skincare that has bad chemicals in it. If you've ever read the National Geographic article on personal care products and how many chemicals are inside your body, an average woman, by the time she gets up and gets ready to go to work or ready to leave the house, she's exposed herself to something like 245 carcinogenic chemicals. Whatever you put on your skin is coursing through your blood within 20 minutes. So you got to be real careful about that. If you wouldn't, if it would hurt you to eat it, don't put it on your skin. I mean, of course, we don't want to eat our hydrating cream, but if you did, it wouldn't kill. You wouldn't have to go to the ER. Right. Oh, it's so good, Nancy. So how long have you been using the skincare line? Since April. And do you wash your face twice a day? Yes. Every day. Every day. And I got into a habit. I have had probably every skin problem you could ever imagine. I've been going to the dermatologist since I was 13. I had teenage acne, adult acne, psoriasis, eczema. I mean, we don't talk about diseases, right? But if you're a person who has suffered from a skin disorder, you understand how distressing it is. It's emotionally distressing. It's psychologically distressing. And so it affects every part of your life because your skin is the first thing people see. It's like your calling card. So when you have a skin issue, it's, so I got pretty passionate about searching out, and I wanted to be a dermatologist when I was a kid because of that. Maybe in my next life I will.
Yeah. Well, you never know that you had skin problems growing up. You have absolutely gorgeous skin now.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about hydration. How important is it to drink a lot of water? And then let's talk about sunscreen. Is it important to use sunscreen with these products?
Yes, it's important to use a sunblock, not a sunscreen, because sunscreens have chemicals. And it's, let's see, oxybenzone. That is a bad carcinogenic chemical. People are talking about, oh, everybody's getting cancer, because you have to read labels. Like I said, if you can't put it in your mouth, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin. So yeah, you need to, even though the toner will make your skin more resistant to sun, pollution, wind, in all environmental pollutants, it will not block sun rays. I mean, UVA rays age your skin. They're 95% of the sun's rays. And then the UVB is responsible for very serious skin cancers. So we need the sun. We die without it, but you have to protect yourself from the sun. So sunblock is what I recommend. And I use one from my dermatologist called ELTA, ELTA MD. And I know you can buy that on Amazon too. And it's a transparent zinc product. So it's blocking. It's not working through chemicals. It's working through physical block.
So we talked a little bit earlier, you and I, when we were on the phone, about people saying, well, I don't wear sunblock because I want to get my vitamin D. And when I'm outside, I really want to get some vitamin D. And so how do you feel about that?
Mm-hmm. I did a little research on that because I'm particular about getting enough vitamins also. And it really depends on where you live. Like I live in the Pacific Northwest. So Dick and I actually have our vitamin D levels checked. Not everybody has to do that. I mean, if you live in Texas and you're in, they have sun all the time, you have quite a bit in Colorado too. You don't really need to. I don't think you could ever stop your skin from creating vitamin D. And there's two kinds of vitamin D, kind of a conglomerate. Vitamin D2, vitamin D3, and so many foods are fortified with those two vitamin Ds right now, and then it occurs naturally in fish, oily fish, but milk, and egg yolks have it, milk, yogurt, lot of foods, orange juice, you'll see it fortified with vitamin D. So you really don't have, if you're worried about it, get your levels checked. But if you don't wear sunscreen, melanoma, and I hate to bring up another disease, we're not ever saying we prevent any disease, but that's a pretty devastating disease. So you want to prevent that. And that happens with UVB rays from the sun. So you should use a sunblock. Mm-hmm.
And isn't it true that you get most of the vitamin D through your eyes anyway? So if you didn't have, is that true? If you didn't have sunglasses on and you just took in some sun just by having no sunglasses on, that you'd absorb vitamin D that way?
Well, I'm unsure about that, but sunglasses cover like this. So you take your sunglasses off, your skin is going to be exposed to the sun. And it really does not take very long before your skin is making vitamin D. It makes, and like I said, if you run low on your vitamin D levels, it's much safer to supplement, and it's no different. on your own
So we've
body.
got a question here about skin tags, and I just wanted to say something before you address that, is that I've been drinking ASEA, as you have, for a long time, over 12 years now. And I had some skin tags right by my bra line that were really bothering me. And I'm thinking, what the heck are those from? And I don't know. But all of a sudden I looked one day and they were gone. So I didn't put any skincare on that area. I was just drinking the redox molecules, and my body had to deal with other things. And then eventually it got to the skin tags and dealt with those cells. So anyway, that's been my experience with skin tags. The question is specifically about RENU 28. Does it work on skin tags?
That's the one product you would want to use. Yes. And that's why I say don't skip this step. So it's 1, 2, renew, 3, 4, out the door. But don't skip this, because it's those signaling molecules that will absolutely perform miracles.
Right. And the signaling molecule technology is more general. It's about our overall health, right? And then the individual products that are more about ingredients. They use proven ingredients for a specific result, not a general result, a specific result, right?
Yes. And it's all about balance, creating a balanced redox environment in your skin. And then when you drink ASEA, it creates that environment inside your body so that your immune system and things can operate and make good things happen. I mean, every system in your body, cardiovascular system, your brain, your skeleton, your gastrointestinal system, everything operates. You need energy. You need energy production. You need redox reactions. And you need redox signaling molecules. But yes, redox signaling molecules go everywhere. They cross the blood-brain barrier. They go everywhere from head to toe. The cell performance is targeted. So that works on redox reactions in your brain, the redox mind, and in your redox mood, in your neurotransmitters, and your nervous system in general, and your brain, and then the redox energy to give you energy. That's targeted. This is targeted just for skin cells.
Yeah.
Repairing, rejuvenating, preventing you from aging, getting thin, wrinkly skin, and also repairing and nurturing your skin and repairing it.
Yeah, there's another question here from Patricia, and she says is great, but what if you already have thin skin or whatever? I mean, we've seen the dramatic transformation of people that were not using this, and then what happens over time as they begin to use this on a regular basis. And I know you've seen changes with your skin, as you were talking about a little bit earlier. There's all kinds of examples on the ASEA Healthy Self site of what people start to look like when they start to address their skin cells at the cellular level, right? So all of a sudden that if you've got thin skin, will it become thicker with this skin line?
Yes, it will. The barrier will become fortified. And that's what's so important. And like we were talking about, that anonacharamola, which is the peptide, will attract water into the upper layers of the skin. If your skin gets dehydrated, it's going to get thin. It's going to compress and get thin, get wrinkly. It will break open easier so that environmental toxins can enter your body. The purpose of your skin is to keep all that out. So yes, drink redox molecules, use the RENU Advanced, also using this in the middle, and your skin will get thicker. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, we're at the bottom of the half hour. I know that we could, go on about this, and there's so much to learn. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be a dermatologist to have this work. You just use it on a regular basis. So, I know you said you wash your face twice a day, every day. So, and the more you use it, the better the results that you get. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. And if you use all the steps, It will transform your skin faster. If you drink ASEA, it will transform your skin faster. Look, your skin is a reflection of the health of the inside of your body too. You really could not be super sick on the inside and have beautiful skin, because like I said, your skin communicates with your brain, it communicates with your immune system, it's doing a lot of stuff. And if you're healthy on the inside, it doesn't have to do damage control. It can work on creating a thicker barrier on thin skin. It can work on creating collagen, making your skin more elastic. And then it attracts water into your skin, which will fluff it up and make it brighter and more radiant. It does all the things. It doesn't just cover up, you know, the signs of aging. It reverses them.
Right. And so this is following the same cellular concepts that ASEA has always been about. This is not just about, you know, putting something on top of your skin. This is about, if your cells are healthy, then you're healthy. And so this is about making your skin cells as healthy as they can be so that you can look as good as you can possibly look, right?
Yep. Beauty from the inside out.
Fantastic. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for all your insights. You're clearly passionate about this, the skin, and it's really great to learn from you. So I really appreciate everything you had to share with us tonight.
Well, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I hope I just didn't talk too much. Talk.
No, you didn't. You did a great job. Really, really very enlightening. So I love the fact that we're just helping our body do a better job of what it's designed to do, which is, you know, heal itself and stay healthy. So we're just giving it the ingredients and the tools through the signaling molecules to do a better job of what it is. It knows way more than we know. It's an incredible machine. And if we treat it properly, it works really well.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you so much for inviting me, Cindy.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Nancy. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.